All right, let's talk about the future of AI, specifically the personal assistants in our pockets and in our homes. Because we are on the verge of a massive leap, way beyond just asking for the weather. We're talking about the dawn of a truly personal AI.
So, let me just start with this question. Can you even imagine an AI that doesn't just understand your commands, but actually knows you? One that anticipates you'll want pizza before you even realize you're hungry, or schedules that meeting you completely forgot about? I know, it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but believe me, this future is coming at us way faster than you might think. To really get a grip on where we're going, we first have to appreciate just how far we've already come. The whole journey from these clunky, frustrating commands to the actual conversations we're starting to have, that's the foundation for this entire revolution.
We've all been there, right? The early days of Siri and Alexa. And this slide just nails the difference. Come on, let's be honest. Who here hasn't basically gotten into an argument with their smart speaker? You ask for some calm music to relax, and it just starts blasting Metallica. They were totally keyword-based, and they had the memory of a goldfish. But now, with these new large language models, modern assistants actually get the context. They learn what you like, they remember what you talked about yesterday. They're really evolving from just a frustrating tool into something that feels more like a digital friend.
So, what's the secret sauce here? What is it that makes these new AIs truly personal? Because it's not just about having a better chat. Nope. It's about a whole new blueprint, one that's designed to just seamlessly weave itself into your life. Let's break down what that really means.
It all boils down to these 3 key steps. Okay, so first, the AI has to actually know you. It learns your schedule, your little habits, your preferences, maybe even picks up on your mood from the way you're talking. Second, it adapts. If you sound stressed, it might back off and use a gentler tone. If you're all business, it gets straight to the point. And third, and this is the real game changer, it acts for you. It starts autonomously handling all the tedious stuff in your life.
And this quote? This is the perfect example of that third point. Just imagine asking your assistant to pay a bill, and it comes back with this. It didn't just do what you asked. It anticipated a need, it took initiative, and it got you a better deal. That's the huge leap we're talking about, from a reactive tool to a truly proactive partner.
So, the tech that makes all this possible, it's called autonomous agents. The best way to think about them is like these little digital brains. They mash together 3 key things: the power of generative AI to chat and understand, the smarts of machine learning to actually learn from you, and then automation to go out and do things in the real world. That combination, that is the holy grail of personal AI.
Now, I know this might all be sounding a little bit theoretical, but it's already happening. For real. Let's do a quick fire round of some of the cutting-edge gadgets and software that are turning all this science fiction into science fact right now.
First up, you've got the Humane AI Pen. This thing is wild. It's basically a screenless AI that you wear on your shirt. It sees what you see, talks to you, and get this, it can project a little display onto the palm of your hand. It's probably the closest thing we have to being Iron Man and having Jarvis.
Then you've got the Rabbit R1. This little orange box, which kind of looks like a high-end Tamagotchi, is basically a universal remote for all your apps. You just tell it what you want, book me an Uber to the airport, and it does all the tapping and clicking for you. It navigates the apps, places the order, all on its own.
And it's not just new hardware, right? Even the software we're already using is getting this huge upgrade. OpenAI is rolling out a memory feature for ChatGPT. And that means it's going to remember what you told it last week or last month, so it can build a real long-term understanding of who you are.
And of course, you can't forget Grok from xAI. This one is integrated right into the X platform, so it learns from your posts, your likes, your whole online persona. And it has a personality. It's known for being sarcastic and witty, very much in the style of Elon Musk. So yeah, these things aren't just concepts. They are here, and they're setting the stage for a massive shift. Okay, so cool gadgets, but what does all of this actually mean for your life, like your day-to-day? Let's paint a picture of what the very, very near future is going to look like. And I'm not talking about some far-off dream in 2050. A lot of experts are saying that by 2027, this level of personal AI integration is going to be pretty common. Yeah, it's right around the corner. So, in just a few short years, you should expect your personal AI to be a full-on life manager. Seriously. It'll be scanning and drafting replies to your emails. It'll make those annoying customer service calls for you. It'll create a presentation on demand, manage your budget, and maybe even plan a weekend getaway just because it senses you're feeling a little burnt out. When you boil it all down, it's like having your own personal secretary, a supportive coach, maybe even a therapist, and a super sharp financial analyst, all wrapped up into one single app. And the craziest part is it'll be molded to you, to your personality. You want it to be funny? Done. Serious? You got it.
But, and this is a really big but, with all this incredible power, all this convenience, comes a huge question. We've got to ask ourselves, is this future truly liberating, or is it actually a little bit scary? This is where the conversation gets critical.
Just think about that for a second. An AI that has a complete record of your emotional ups and downs, your bad habits, your deepest vulnerabilities. In the wrong hands, that kind of knowledge, well, it could be used to manipulate you, to sell you things you don't need, or a whole lot worse. The risk here is absolutely real. So it really all boils down to this central debate. On one side, you have the risk, an AI that controls us, where our data is just another commodity to be exploited. But the goal, the dream, is an AI that empowers us, where our data is our own property. The future we want isn't about creating a substitute for our minds, but a powerful extension of them. So let's say we pull it off. Let's say we navigate all those risks correctly. What's the end game here? What is the ultimate destination? Let's look even further down the road at what many people see as the final form of personal AI. This timeline puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? We started out with simple commands for Siri and Alexa. Right now, we are entering the era of the personal agent, the life manager. But by 2030, we could be in the age of the digital twin, an AI so perfectly in sync with you that it doesn't just work for you, it literally represents you in the digital world. And this sentence right here perfectly captures what that world will feel like. It sounds so bizarre to us today, but in the future, this could be a totally normal, everyday thing people say. Our AIs, our digital twins, will handle all the back and forth, freeing us up to just show up and have the coffee. So, to wrap this all up, I want to leave you with one final thought. The next time you're having a chat with ChatGPT or Claude or any of these AIs, just remember you're not just using a tool. You might actually be training, shaping, and talking to the very first prototype of your future digital self. So the real question is, what are you going to teach it?